Time now is 25 minutes away from 8.
Spida Hunter from ehpfitness.com. He knows a bit about fitness.
Yeah, a thing or two, hpfitness.com. Spida Hunter on Twitter as well. SPIDA Hunter, one word. Joins us from his gymnasium this morning. Good morning, Spida.
Wammo.
Are you well, sir? It's been a couple of weeks.
It has. I'm not too bad, thank you. Had my born day yesterday.
Born day?
Yeah, my born day.
What's that?
Born day, birthday.
Birthday. Born day. Oh, I'm slow this morning, man.
Wammo, you must have woke up late.
Oh, nothing. Nah, I don't know about that. Your birthday. Would you do anything special? What are you doing talking to us this morning? You should have been out last night, gone crazy.
Oh, maybe if it was my 21st, I would have. 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
What did you do? Have a smoothie for your birthday?
I did train, actually, so I could justify having cheesecake and ice cream. That was my birthday treat, was some a lot of food and some ice cream and cheesecake, mate. They're my two things that I enjoy.
I thought you were going to say halloumi there for a second. I quite like halloumi.
What's halloumi?
Halloumi cheese. Halloumi cheese. It's a cheese that you cook. You don't want to have it raw generally. You want to fry it or something.
Is that right? Well, there you go.
Check it out. Try it in a salad sometime.
There's new. I shall.
Here's my tip. Not that this is a cooking segment.
The Edmund's cooking show.
Because today we're going to learn how to get I'm just going to read this. Big bad bench press.
I was going to give awesome demonstrations of a big bad bench press, and then technology let me down. So we'll do our best through explaining it and stuff. Explaining it, and then I can give some visual tips as well for those that are online watching.
Cool. All right, the big bad bench press. Now, first of all, why would you want to do a big bad bench press?
No, it is the male. It defines men. Apparently, this is. I take the piss out of it because that people go, oh, what do you do? And I say, I work in the fitness industry, train people, blah blah blah. And they're like, oh yeah. And then a man's man will ask me, how much you bench, bro? And I'm like, oh my god, it's a measuring up.
2 ton, mate. 2 ton.
Yeah. So basically, you've got a bench press. Bench press is a fantastic exercise. It's probably overdone by the general population. They rely on it too much. But basically, you're working all your chest muscles, your shoulder, your back, and even your legs if you know how to do it properly. There's lots of debate whether it's any good for your shoulders, but generally it's the general population that stuff it up and end up hurting themselves in their shoulders and wear and tear, or they overdo the exercise, which creates overuse posture issues as well, rounded shoulders. But I've got a big bench, though.
Yeah, I've seen that, man. You see that, eh? You see really big, muscly guys, and then they kind of got a bad, as you say, bad posture, almost like they're getting the hump back.
Yeah, exactly, and that's generally somebody who's training the mirror muscles too much and not the stuff that holds the mirror muscles up. So the bench press is a fantastic exercise. I use it more as a full body as opposed to just chest alone. Obviously, it's a chest exercise, but if you know what you're doing, if there's some tweaks to it that can enhance your bench press and raise it up a little bit, and if not, keep you safe, because most people overuse their shoulders doing this exercise. So first and foremost, what we do is we don't have a wide grip in here. I use a narrow grip, which is like a shoulder width apart.
Right.
So you've got, with the bar here, you've a normal Olympic bar, you've got some grainy parts that you can hold on to, and we're just on either side of the grainy parts because you get a smooth bit and then you get some grainy bit that you for grip, and we just on the outside, so it's shoulder width apart. We use that because that simulates more real life stuff as opposed to a wide grip, which is hands away the hell out here.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that one is better than the other. All I'm saying for most people, we use it close in this way because it simulates life, and because I train fighters, it's a punching action.
Right. And generally, that makes sense. I mean, throughout your daily, whatever you do, you haven't got your arms way out doing crazy stuff.
Yeah,
most stuff is close into your body. Yeah,
that's right. Everything's close into your body, and when it goes further away from the centre line of your body, you're exposing your extremities to high possibility of injury, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So, we do it closer. The powerlifting community do it wider, but that's because they're powerlifters and know how to do it even better than what we can do it in here. The second tip, I reckon, for the bench press is most people don't use their legs in this. So I teach a big, strong base, whether it be wide or whether you have your feet back and lying down on the bench. I teach to utilize your legs, so you actually drive the earth away from the bench press. So you've got the bar here. I teach to drive the earth away, so you engage your bum, engage your thighs and your hamstrings, and then you push the weight up. So it's actually, because most people just go, bar up and down, bar up and down. What we do is we utilize the whole body to get the bar off your chest.
So is it kind of like, when you've got when you see a crane at work, it's got these legs that extend out to support it on either side, so it's not going to tip over. So it's your legs kind of act in that way a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. They're the foundation to the earth. So because whenever you lose contact with the earth, you're never ever going to be as strong. So somebody who's got their feet on the floor and can engage their legs to somebody who's got their feet in the air, I'll always choose the person who's got their feet on the floor.
Yeah.
Because they get to use something where the other person is using primarily just chest only.
Yeah.
And then the other tip, which I reckon is the big one, is that you want to squeeze the hell out of the bar or try and rip the bar apart. Whatever grip you've got, you want to try and rip the bar apart as if you're trying to pull it into two pieces. And what that does is that stabilizes the shoulder blades, so you've got a good, strong upper body structure when you don't have any loose shoulders anywhere that increase the possibility for injury. You've got everything nice and tight, so your feet are grounded to the earth, which creates a tight foundation, and that has a ripple effect up into your back, and then you're trying to pull the bar apart at the same time. You've got lots of tension.
Man, I think I'd want to powder my hands before I did anything like that,
Yeah, well, there's some that do.
Well, get in there and do the Olympic thing and the powder bath, whatever they call it.
The powder thing.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, actually, when I trained at a local powerlifting gym here last year, Eastside Barbell, they used the powder thing, and I'd never used it. I was always a bit sceptical and all the rest of it. But when you go to the traditional side of things, it's very useful, I have to say. But then they're not, egotistical guys. They're just dudes doing the best that they can.
Yeah.
It's the guys in the gym. Here we go, big bad bench, powder up the hands, make a big cloud puff above them.
So when you extend all the way, up, are you completely straightening your arms or?
Yeah, extend, so you've got a straight limb at the top.
Yep.
But everything's nice and tight. You're trying to pull the bar apart, so you've got a straight limb at the top, and then when you come back down, you inhale and you raise your chest up to the bar, good foundation through the legs, and then drive the earth away as you pull the bar apart and exhale coming up.
And how do you know where to start with what sort of weight?
That's a good question. I always teach people with the bar. That's providing they're strong enough, because the bars are 20 kgs. Most people are going to get fantastic results within the first 2 weeks because there's a neurological demand, which means that it's all about coordination. So some people say, I increased my bench press from 40 to 100 within 6 weeks. That's because your neural system or your brain is catching on to what's happening and you've increased your coordination. So it's actually not got a lot to do with strength. It's actually got a lot to do with coordination. So I teach females and males, I teach with the bar, and then once we've got our good foundation, they understand tension, then we put some weight on the bar.
But what if I'm doing this in a more of a public place like a gym, and people see me just lifting the bar? They're going to laugh at
It's
me.
a bit of a sting to the male ego, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a maturing process you have to go through.
I'd have to get over it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. Well, it depends on if it's a man's man.
It's like, oh,
then
bro, you're just lifting the bar, man.
Yeah, Shane, come on, put some tin on that. Don't be a pussy. Yeah, well, that is part of it. I mean, I don't go to public gyms is my real answer.
Okay. Yeah. Bench presses aren't that expensive to have around the house, really. You just got to find space for it. The garage is normally the place, though, right?
Yeah, garage, mate. And most people don't invest in a Olympic bar. They get the skinny little wee ones from the shops get a good strong bar because it'll last you. Well, most people will last them a lifetime.
And chances are, right, you're never going to get up to a level, and don't even think about it, you're not going to get up to a level where the weights are kind of bending the bars on either side. It's not going to be like that, eh?
No, I've got a bent bar in here. Actually, I swapped the bars over. The other one's bent. I did not bend it.
Wasn't you?
It was not me.
Okay.
No, but that happened. You're not going to bend the bar through bench press. Let's put it that way.
All right. All right, that is the big bad bench press.
Big bad bench, mate. The measuring of a man, apparently.
Care of Spida Hunter. ehpfitness.com. And, of course, Spida Hunter on Twitter as well. Thanks, Spida.
You're welcome, Wammo. Thank you.